Okay, can you see that okay?
I can, yes.
So the reason I wrote this out is because it sounds like a song. It's kind of a bridge to playing actual songs. Yeah, so you got. Can you hear that okay?
Yeah.
I'm just using pick and 3 fingers.
Okay. I can switch up. Let me grab something different.
What are you going to grab?
I'll grab this steel string guitar here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Colorado doesn't ever have any earthquakes, does it?
Not really. I've never.
Because of those Rocky Mountains.
Maybe I feel one like a little bit every once in maybe a couple times in my life, but nothing I'd ever even.
It's probably pretty hard to move the earth with those mountains sitting there.
It might be. Well, I say I want to experience it, but if I did it, I might change my mind.
Unless it's a really drastic one, they're not that bad, you know. Actually, you know, it's kind of a consciousness. Whereas I have a TIAC A3340S recorder. In the old days, it's an old reel-to-reel recorder.
I remember those.
And we were sitting at my studio, and my friend put it on the shelf, kind of above everything else. And my first reaction was, no, we can't have it up there because in an earthquake it'll fall down. that's like built in, you know, when you're thinking about stuff that's high up, you know. You don't want anything that's really important and delicate electronic to fall off the wall, you know.
I guess if you've been through a whole lifetime full of them, you probably that stuff crosses your mind for sure.
Well, there was just a few. There was the Northridge one. Then there was that was the 70s. I don't recall there being any other ones in the 70s. Maybe a little one. In the 80s, we had that Whittier one, and we had a couple in the 80s, and then we had one in the 90s. That was pretty bad. I remember when we had the one in the 90s, and Bill Clinton was the president when we had the one in the 90s. And in the 2000s, we just had a bunch of little ones. Landers earthquake. That's out in the middle of the desert. We felt it here. I mean, everything started rocking, and then that was it. But then when you turn on the news, and then all the buildings in Landers are flattened. You know, all the meth labs caught on fire. The fire department didn't go out there to put them out. That was the big controversy, because the fire department was saying, well, let them burn. They're just meth labs, you know. They didn't go put the fires out they waited until they were burnt to the ground, and then they went out and hosed them down. It's pretty obvious, you know. They wanted to get rid of their speed labs, you know.
Man, California seems like an interesting place.
I guess. I don't know. You know, when the drug dealers' houses burn down, the cops don't call the fire department, you know.
It's like, nope, not going to that one.
What's wrong with the radio, man?
Nope.
I guess Texas is like that too, isn't it?
Texas is a whole different country, practically.
You know, like everybody is supposed to carry a gun, right? Doesn't everybody carry a gun in Texas?
I think that's Arizona. Arizona's where that's the Wild West. Everyone just open carries in Arizona.
Is there lower murder rates?
Probably not. I don't know.
Because if everybody's carrying, you're reluctant to shoot somebody because you get shot.
I used to conceal carry.
Really?
Yeah, once upon a time.
Wow.
But in Arizona, man, it's just like the Wild West. You just wear them right on. You can just like carry them like in a holster, you know. Every once in a while, I'll see someone here doing that. There's a guy in my apartment building that open carries. It just kind of cracks me up.
What's he expecting?
I don't know.
Don't you have like a pretty peaceful area to live in?
Yeah, it's total suburbs, like zero crime, you know.
And he's expecting like a shootout at any second.
Well, some people are just kind of like militant, you know.
Oh yeah, the militia mentality, right?
They're the ones that have like, this truck is protected by Smith and Wesson, you know.
Yeah, I've seen that. There's one guy who had a truck, and he had a rifle mounted in the rear window of his cab, and then he had a sticker on the side door that said "Population Control."
I saw one yesterday that said, there's nothing in this car worth, or nothing in this truck worth dying for, with a picture of a gun.
Yeah, try 2 times each one like this.
Oops.
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
There you go. How's that feel on the right hand?
It's a little awkward using my pinky.
Okay, so then do this. Take like this exercise. Let's see. Let me see if I can call it up here. Ow. This one here. Do you have this one?
I do.
Okay, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Make it bigger. All right. So we want to take a D chord, and you want to do these.
Okay.
With all 4 of these, right? So I just do a D chord down here, like, you know, D.
Yeah.
Good. Now 3.73 is. Yeah. You got it.
And 3-7-4.
Yeah, pick 3, 2, 4. That's kind of comfortable. What in my mind, what I visualize is this. You got like pick 3 at the same time. And then you've got 2 and 4. You're doing this. Pick 3 and then 2, 4, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the shape I imagine.
Yeah.
Take those and then you apply them to this, like this diagram here.
Mm-hmm.
Use these 4-note patterns here, like here. Where's my draw tool? Come on, baby. So you got 6, 3, 4, right?
Yeah.
You can go pick 3, 2, 4. And here you can go pick 3, 2, 4, like that. And here you got the same as the first one. Pick 3. Make sense?
Makes sense. Yep.
Okay, let's move on to left hand exercises.
Okay.
So what do you have for left hand?
I've got what do I have? So I've got this one cover that starts with 4.80.
Okay, for left hand?
Yeah.
You got the spiders, you got all these, right?
Yep. Yep.
So how you doing on those spiders? Getting better?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a little funky, but it's like I've gotten
really good. Good job.
A little bit more together with it, but it's not easy. That's for sure.
Now I want to show you the chromatic skills. Did I give you the left hand syllabus?
Yes, I believe so. Is that what this looks like?
That's one of them. Let me give you the official one.
Okay.
I got so many of these. I've been doing documentation since the 70s, man. Ah.
I know, you got a lot of stuff for sure.
Oh, man.
You can open up your own library.
Somebody goes, why don't you publish a book? I go, I already got like 2 books. What do you want to do? The difference is that all these pages are downloadable off my website.
Yeah, right.
For free. So there you go.
Yeah, you're very prolific when it comes to putting stuff out for sure.
I was. I haven't, since I started grad school, that's the major magnet of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I want to do that one, and I want to email it to you.
Okay.
And then here it goes. Let's see. Okay, so we got I really need to update my website. I haven't worked on it in like years,
Yeah, it's cool that there's so much stuff out there that you just give away, but for sure it's could use a little organization.
Yeah, well, lack of time
Oh, I get it.
and a
Yeah,
history of hiring programmers that ripped me off.
I get that too. Yeah,
You know, they
I understand.
I've spent a lot of money on guys that ended up being thieves. They say you go to upwork.com to find guys now.
I'm sorry.
They,
Oh,
they say you should go to
yeah,
upwork.com.
is that like a consulting type thing?
It's like Fiverr,
Yeah,
but it's not $5. It's like $50.
yeah, it's hard to find good people that will do that stuff like the way you want it on time. I mean, it's like the old thing. You can have 2 out of 3. You can have the cheap, the fast, or the good, but you can only get 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I used to work in the software and computer industry quite a bit, and I worked for a software company that did music software for the Amiga and the Atari.
I remember that.
So I dabbled a lot in programming myself.
Did you?
So going from C++ or assembly language into HTML is no big deal. It's just very, very time consuming to program in HTML. You
I
know,
get
I'm pretty decent at it, but it's just, God, I don't have the time, you know?
Well, you're a busy boy right now. You got to get your school behind you.
Yeah, that's a big chunk. Okay, take a look at this one here.
Okay.
Okay, you got it up there?
Just grabbing it off my printer.
Okay, so we got the spiders. We did those.
Yep.
Left-hand trill. Did I show you those?
Nope.
Okay, you just hold your finger down on the 5th fret or any fret. I'm using the 5th. And you hit this note. And then you take your middle finger and you slam it down on the 6th fret like this. It's called a hammer-on, right? And then you pull off like a bow and arrow. And you generate the tone by pulling the string off the neck. See, I'm not even using the pick. There you go. There you go. Right? Oh, 1 and 2. There it is. So you got this one in front of you?
Yep.
Okay. So we got 1 and 2.
Yep.
That's this one here. Ow. One and two right there. See it?
Yes, sir.
And you just hold it as long as you can, like this. And you'll feel pain in your forearms there. That's a good thing.
That's when you stop.
Now, I would stop and then rest it, you know. And then shake it off. You then do the 1 and 3. You see me okay? It's a little tiny window, huh? Thumbnail size window, huh? Here.
No, I can see it fine. It's good.
How about like that? There we go. So 1 and 3 like this. See my thumb's back here. It's not up here like this.
Yep.
I'm down here like this. And the trick is you just slam it down to generate a tone, and then you hold it on, you pull it off like a bow and arrow. Until you don't have to do such a drastic bow and arrow, you can just do this. It sort of morphs itself into a smoother thing after a few days of it. Then shake it off. So we're doing 1 and 2. We do 1 and 2, and we do 1 and 3. We do 1 and 4. That one's like the pinky's like your weakest finger.
Yeah.
Automatically. So don't let yourself get frustrated with this, because everybody has a hard time with it for a while, you know, until you get your strength up, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay, then you got these harder ones. I'm gonna use blue. 2 and 3. Yeah, that's. So I'm just sort of anchoring both of these there like that. See how that works?
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah.
And you got to really muscle that one. You don't get I don't even get very much tone out of it. Shake it off.
Okay.
You sit there and you just go, yikes. While you're resting your hand, you know, there's no time. So we got to just practice this while you're resting this arm. Practice this picking thing.
Okay.
Until your arm heals up. I had one student do these. And he's like, damn, dude, I need to take Vicodin to play these exercises.
You're gonna have like big old you're gonna have one giant forearm and one small forearm.
Popeye, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then 2 and 3, 2 and 4. All right, 2 and 4. And then we got 3 and 4. This is the worst one. Okay, shake that up. So that's all those, right?
Yep.
Now, before we don't want to do these yet. We want to come down here and do this column. Those.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3 is like this. Then 1, 2, 4.
Those are good. Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 3, 4. And then 2, 3, 4. So can you circle these on your sheet here?
Yep.
Okay, so those are the ones I want you to work on.
Okay.
Now these are just different. All these in this group over here, in the purple group here,
Right. Okay.
those are just different permutations. So 1, 2, 3 becomes 1, 3, 2. And if you have time, you can play around with those. 2, 1, 3. These are just the strength coordination, the strength builders in your hand, right? People say,
Right.
should I go get one of those hand exercises? And I go, this is the hand exerciser, man. The guitar. The
Just
guitar is one of the
bad boys.
hand exercises in the world. Okay, I'm running out of time here, buddy.